Hello, welcome back to Construct Her Success. I am Simone, a Florida licensed general contractor, a business owner, and your go-to person for turning your construction hustle into a career. In today's video, we'll dive into the business and finance exam, one of the most important steps into getting your Florida contractor license. I'll walk you through all the books that you need. We'll talk about why the exam matters and why I recommend you taking this exam first. Every contractor license in Florida, whether you're going for residential, building, or general, or even plumbing, roofing, electrical, you're required to pass this exam. So it focused on the business sides, such as like accounting, insurance, legal structures, lien, contracts, project management. This exam is an open book, but time matters. So it's very important to manage your time wisely. So being organized is everything. It is a computer-based test which have about 125 questions where you need at least 70% to pass. So that means you need to get at least 84 questions right in order to pass that exam. So let's move on to the books that you'll need. So you'll need 5 books, which is the least amount of books that you would need when taking all your contractor exam. So it's the biggest test, but the smallest amount of books that you need. So the first book that we're going to look at will be the AIA Document A201. So this document is the general condition of the contract for the construction. So this AIA 201, the relationship between the owner, contractor, and architect. AIA 201 document expect questions about clause and contract agreement between the owner and the contractor. AIA 401, which is the next book. This book, it covers the relationship between the contractor and the subcontractor. So what you need to know is just the responsibilities, so who's responsible for what, and how to handle conflict if any arise. Now the next book will be the AIA 701 documents, and this is the instruction to bidders book. You have details on the bidding process, and it helps you to plan on public works or competitive bidding project. The next book will be the Builder's Guide to Accounting. The key is to understand the construction specific accounting. Things like profit and loss, overhead, job cost, and the final book will be the Florida Contractor Manual. I often call it the Contractor Bible. For this book, this is actually the main book with contents on lien, licensure, labor laws, safety regulations. So get very familiar with this book because over 50% of your business and finance exam questions will be from this particular book. So now that you know all the books that you need for the exam, my recommendation is tabbing all the books and also highlight them. Some of these books are very delicate, so when you do highlight these books, I recommend that you use a gel form of a highlight. That way it doesn't bleed through the pages, and not using too many different colors in highlighting your books. This will help you to kind of navigate through freely and not being so confused with too many colors. So why do I recommend taking this exam first? So the business and finance is one exam that everyone that's going for a Florida contractor license have to take the business and finance exam. So it's the one exam that no one can exempt. You have to take it. And with that, taking this big one and getting it out the way as well will make you feel so accomplished. It will give you that momentum to get yourself ready to go into the other technical exams that you have to take. And I see this business and finance exam as less intimidated than the trade exam. So this starting at the business and finance is just a great way to get started. And one of the big thing is it helps you to understand the back end of the business and not just the trade portion of it. Even if you're great with tools or managing projects, this exam teaches you to stay legal, profitable, and protected as a contractor. Hope this was some great information for you. Stay tuned for my bonus clip at the end. I hope that you took some notes, and stay tuned for part 2. Tip number 1, purchase the most updated version. Always make sure you're studying from the most current edition of every required books. The exam is based on the latest versions. Tip number 2, tab and highlight your books. This is an open book exam, so organization is your secret weapon. Use labeled tab, highlight key sections, and know exactly where to look when the clock is ticking. Tip number 3, set aside study time. Treat studying like part of your work schedule. Block out specific time during the week to focus, review, and take practice tests. Consistency wins. And finally, join study groups. You don't have to do this alone. Join Facebook groups, local prep classes, or virtual communities. Even bouncing one question off to someone else can help something click. My final thought, success comes from preparation. Put time in now, and you'll be holding your license sooner than you think. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and see you on the next video.